A lot of countries, more than 15, have said they want to use the XRP system to build a central bank digital currency. The Digital Euro Association teamed up with Thrillbill in 2022, and they just revealed that they will be building the digital euro directly on the XRP ledger with the BRICS nations, who are a crazy great friend of theirs. Yes, central banks in BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are looking into how to use XRP as a digital currency for their own banks and to settle payments across borders and hold money in reserve. The goal is to move away from the current SWIFT system, which is owned by the United States, and toward a more digitalized, autonomous system that each country can run on its own. Basically, XRP is about to take over as the world's main currency. Many experts think that XRP will reach over $8,000 by October 31st, when all of this is supposed to start happening. This is because it will soon be possible to make global payments, and a lot of people will start using it. Looking at the facts, it's grown so bad that some analysts have even said that XRP could be worth $35,000 each. For example, the managing director of Delegated Capital, a big venture capital firm, said that XRP could be worth between $10,000 and $35,000. It was also said that XRP could become the world's bridge currency, and that everything is happening right now as CBDC XRP integration into the global central banking system starts to take shape. A huge news that made the internet crash. That's why you need to hear it for yourself before we go into more depth. Oh, well, we do know it's coming soon, right? As a result, I would be surprised if we were still in the SEC case in 3 months' time. This is because I believe the current state of the world means we'll need a solution like XRP for liquidity reasons sooner rather than later. Okay, so now the question is, we've suddenly fixed it. Where does the cost go? It's not hard to guess that it's a large number. As a result, I believe it goes up right away to $10 or even $20. For me, the wild card is that there is a deal between countries and central banks that would make XRP the world's neutral bridge currency. Something neutral that central banks could trade with each other to change one type of paper currency for another. In that case, it's back to what we were talking about before. It's got to cover most of the money. I also think you're looking at an area where XRP would agree to settle. This would happen right away, and each coin would be worth between $10,000 and $35,000. It's possible that our lives will be the same or different. I'm not sure. Most likely a little different. Let's go back to the big picture, the money, and XRP crossing over. Guys, pay attention to this because billions, even trillions, are about to be added to the XRP ledger. This will happen when Donald Trump, the President of the United States, signs a bill that lets trillions be added to the XRP ledger. That's how this bill really works. It says that it will bring trillions of dollars into the US economy and American cryptocurrencies. XRP is the most popular American cryptocurrency, and it's at the top of the Fedor Zarapin infrastructure. For instance, Eric Trump went on public just 48 hours ago and said that he is very close with the founder of XRP and that he knows Brad Garlinghouse Ripple XRP. Also, the Federal Reserve just got a new bill to modernize their payment system. This means they will change and update their payment infrastructures, and XRP, which is the most popular coin in the US, is likely to be used. On top of this, the President of the United States of America actually declared that only 4 cryptocurrencies or the American cryptocurrencies actually are going to have a 0% capital gains tax or any sort of tax, 0% tax on American cryptocurrency. And he specifically highlighted XRP by name, which is actually a massive development. But all of this is set to take place when something bigger is about to happen. Something crazy is about to unfold, the unlock of $654.39 trillion that everybody is talking about, and it's positioned to move the XRP market and the XRP ledger substantially hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and in fact, for one specific currency, over $60,000. And yes, this cryptocurrency is literally on the XRP ledger, but let's delve deep into this. And it all begins with a massive institution known as Real FI that we've talked about on this channel that is actually speculated that these guys are partnered with Triple. They are huge, and they've recently announced that they've officially unlocked the ability for people to buy million-dollar homes in America and Canada and all of North America on the XRP ledger. Think about how crazy it would be to open over $2 billion worth of real estate and more than 10,000 properties in more than 50 places around the world, mostly in North America. and the XRP system is being used. Now we get to the real check-in, which is really big because it's on the XRP record and will make people millionaires. That's just my view, but it's clear that I'm very optimistic. It's number 12 on the list and on the rise, which is big. This is really important. In the past 24 hours, it's gone up 10%. Guys, look at the charts. A huge breakout is really happening, one that would make the price hit a whole new high point. Some people think that we'll probably hit $50 in the next 12 to 24 hours because there isn't much supply and a lot of people want to buy. Of course, we're really looking at more than $65,000, which is only 1% of the $650 trillion that is coming into the XRP ledger through Realtor. Look at this. Just like the facts are clear, this is XRP Queen, a huge analyst who has, I think, over 100,000 fans. She also says that even 1% of the $650 trillion global market can be turned into a real token on the XRP system. Since there wasn't much of it, the price went through the roof, from 2 cents to 64,500. It's about 22 million base bond stocks. That doesn't mean anything. Guys, take a look at this. If $100,000 worth of transactions happen every day, the value of the real ticket would instantly skyrocket into the hundreds of dollars, from 2 cents to AEL 7, 8, or $100. There aren't enough real tokens to meet the demand. Because of this, the price will have to go through the roof, and that's just $100,000 worth of trade every day. Again, I'm not financialized and always doing study, so please don't take this the wrong way. But guys, the charts and everything else say it. Right now, putting $10,000 into real token would actually make the price go through the roof, maybe to $5 or $10. It's crazy, but it's because there aren't many of them. The project is still very new. I think they started it 2 or 3 months ago, but it's growing really quickly. In those 2 or 3 months, they've added like 3,000 wallets, which is crazy, and they're not on any one central exchange. No big marketing effort. And just think, once this thing is listed on centralized exchanges, everyone will see it. There will be mass adoption and purchase orders, and the price will go through the roof. You might think I'm crazy. The truth is that we saw this happen when Real Token first came out. I mean, this thing has been around for about 2 months. We've seen it live then. It went from being worth 1/100 of a penny to about 3 cents, which is crazy. People made hundreds of thousands of dollars, not millions of dollars. It's very strong. So all you have to do is look out the charts, the facts. You pass to see is one of the best projects that will make people rich quickly. Still, it all comes down to how useful something is, right? Every box is checked: use, real-world assets, build on the XRP ledger, and real coin. But it goes even further than that because there is very little of it and a huge desire for it. It also solves a real multi-trillion-dollar problem that everyone in the world will use. Guys, take a look at this. What you see here is the scorecard for the real token. It got one of the best scores, if not the highest score of all the products, with market caps in the billions or even hundreds of billions of dollars. This is a real ticket that got 10 out of 10. BenX goes 100%, KYC goes 100%, and it has over 3,473 wallets, which is crazy because it grows every day. When you look at it again, you can see that it's backed by a huge organization that uses the real coin. That you know this because even the RealFi institution, you can check them out at purify.com and scroll down, makes it clear that they use the real code. It says, earn rewards every time you shop, and then it shows you the real token. You can buy now or click find out more. Once more, this is very strong, due to the fact that the real organization uses real checking in their system and infrastructure. Once more, everything we said in this video is true.